welcome to the December 2018 Sage Goddess Full Moon Ritual. Can you believe it? We are here at the end of a wild year, a beautiful year. And I want to thank you. You know, it's been a really incredible journey this year. We did the World of Magic, as I'm sure you remember. And it was such an honor and so much fun for me to take you around the world, to explore those different civilizations and to connect with different gods and goddesses and different rituals and traditions and practices. So that was amazing. Tonight, it's all about Gaia. Tonight, I was guided in meditation because we had concluded the World of Magic. I was really guided in meditation to do something special for Gaia, to give her a holiday gift. You know, our planet is struggling right now, and her people are struggling. We are struggling. We're her children, you know, and I do think that Gaia grieves. I think she grieves for herself and her plants and all of her creatures, and I think she grieves for us too. I think she tries to warn us, you know, when we get too close to the edge, just like a good mother does, right? And so I think we've seen a lot of those warnings. I think a lot of us are heeding those warnings, and that's beautiful. But tonight is just the give back. Tonight is just about stewardship. Tonight's about saying thank you. And so tonight I'm going to ask you to make a commitment to one place in your life, one thing you can do to be a better, deeper, more compassionate and powerful steward to Gaia's beautiful belly, to her womb, to her creations. And that may be by just being a better human to other humans, because I do believe, like I said, I do believe that we are Gaia's children, and I do think that she delights when we caretake each other, you know, when we're gentle with each other and when we're patient with each other. I think that's still a gift to her as well. Just like, you know, if you're a mom, when my kids are kind to each other, that's a gift to me. They think they're doing something nice for each other, and they are, but they're also really warming my heart because I get to see that, you know, and it tells me I've done a good job as a parent. So you can think of it that way too. It could be maybe you're going to start composting or buying less plastic, for example, right? That could be one way that you're going to steward. It could be just around giving back in your community, maybe building a community garden or teaching the little ones in your life how to garden, how to grow, and how to work with Gaia in that way. It could be giving a donation to an organization that really resonates with you. It could be giving more of your time in a volunteer capacity. Your time is one of your greatest gifts, is it not? I mean, I always say the thing I wish I had more of in my life than anything is time. As you get older, you realize that that is really truly the most precious gift you can give. So we'll get there. I do want to show you the art in case you don't have your kit, because I think it's really important to help you imagine what we're doing tonight. So in meditation, we're going to be pulling up in our mind's eye a beautiful image of Gaia herself. And then we're going to cast an energetic seed of life, which is what that white matrix, that set of lines over Gaia, that's the seed of life. We're going to put a blanket of the seed of life over Gaia in meditation, a blanket of the seed of creation of love. Tonight's all about bringing a new level, a new layer of conscious love to Gaia in whatever way really feels right and accurate and resonates with you. So how are you going to love her better? And I want you to just kind of sit with that question as I move forward, tell you about the tools, open the circle, because I think the commitment tonight is one of the most important things. I'm also going to take a moment in the ritual to ask Gaia to bless you in 2019, but we're going to bless her and commit to her first before we take something from her. It's part of my broader philosophy in life. I think you should always say thank you before you say please. You know, what can you give before you receive? So your tools for tonight, you got a beautiful set, including your art. You have your Cura candle. Cura means heal in Spanish. It comes from Latin, derivative of the same word. Your Cura perfume, by the way, I know you love. Thank you for the amazing feedback. I believe it was one of our best, if not our best, full moon perfume of the entire year. And there's kind of a fun story about the creation of Cura, because when we finished making Cura, the room was full of spirits. There were orbs, and you could just feel all the spirit guides and the allies and the higher selves just coming together. It was this beautiful affirmation. So Cura is rosewood, balsam of Peru, and cacao absolute. And I do think because it's got two such powerful medicinas, right? Balsam of Peru and cacao absolute are massive heart openers, used highly in shamanic traditions for that purpose, for opening the heart space, really connecting you in, anchoring you in love. And so if you resonated with Cura perfume, I think that's why, because of all the love energy in it. And so I'm going to just anoint now And you're welcome to join me. We're going to do as we always do, just a touch at our third eye for what we know, a little bit at our wrist for what we do, touch at our ankles for where we go, blessing our journey. And then tonight, because it's such a heart opener, I want you to take just a tiny bit and also anoint your heart space. Feel your heart space opening, widening, expanding your capacity to really love others. Of course, the most important love begins within. You have to really be able to love her or love him. Then you can extend out and love others in your life, love your community, love your hive in whatever form it takes, and then love the planet itself, love all the winged ones and the finned ones and the four-leggeds and everyone and everything together. So, and just a nice deep inhale of that perfume. Again, it's truly medicine. It is a heart opener on every level. Wonderful. Okay, the crystals for tonight, we've held on to this Veracruz amethyst in Matrix for quite a while, waiting for this kit, because Veracruz amethyst is the most expensive, purest amethyst on the planet. It's the highest vibrational amethyst because it tends to be the clearest as well, and it's really not common to find it in Matrix like this. These are like little Veracruz geodes. Do you love it? To me, this was like the planet itself, so we're definitely working with that medicine tonight. The other two stones in your set, by the way, moss agate, which they call the silver lining stone, shows you the blessing in every challenge of your life. One of my favorites of all time, and I think it looks like Gaia. Do you kind of think so too? Right, like her waterways and her cloud patterns. And then Bloodstone is the other stone that was in your set, massive healer of all of the body systems, skeletal system, muscular system, hormone systems. And so really good one crystal healers like to use for physical body work, for body gridding, and for physical touch with crystal healing, where you're actually applying the crystals to the body. Bloodstone responds really well. And then I'm working with one of my power crystals. Power crystals are crystals that choose you. This one definitely chose me. So I'm working with tanzanite tonight, which is the third eye stone of the Synergy 12 configuration, and really a powerful master healing crystal. And because that, again, that's the work that we're doing tonight, is calling in all that master healing energy for Gaia. I'm going to be using my tanzanite to open the circle and just calling in that energy, helping us connect deeply with the wisdom that needs to come through this evening, the blessings that we can send forward to Gaia in this evening under this Cancer moon. Aho. And then, and it really is interesting that we're doing healing work for Gaia under a Cancer full moon. You know, Cancer, the moon loves being in Cancer, by the way, because that's her sign. And I will tell you that truly Cancer is the sign of the mother. So for us to be loving the mother under this full mothering moon is like the most magical thing I can imagine. So I hope you can feel the energy that's rising tonight. It's pretty powerful. Okay, so I want you to open your palms. You can sit them on your knees. Just keep your palms facing up. That's a good receptive position for energy work. We're going to open our circle this evening, imagining, as we always do, that beautiful beam of white light extending out of your left hand. It's usually about 4 to 6 inches in diameter. Once you really start to imagine that beam of light, your hand usually gets warm to the touch. And letting that beam of light unwind out of your left hand clockwise all the way around the circle this evening, recognizing that this circle holds people in North America, South America, all the way down to Australia, New Zealand, all the way through Europe. We're so grateful for your presence this evening wherever you are. Letting that circle of light come back to you in your right hand. When it does, just recognizing that you're holding the energy of our entire container in your hands. And let that beautiful white light be a source of blessing to you right now. As you receive it, just let it fill you with the love that we send around to each other, the compassion, the acceptance, the nurturing, the support. And you know, tonight it's interesting because that energy line really is like Gaia's waist belt. We're sort of sending it all the way around her middle this evening, right at the equator line is almost what I'm seeing. And so Gaia, we hold you too in this circle tonight. Just your fullness and your beauty of expression. We're so grateful to you. And so, Guardians of the East, as we open this powerful circle tonight, honoring Gaia, loving Gaia, curing Gaia, healing Gaia, we ask for your presence and your support. Help guide us through this ceremony. Help us to appreciate the end of this year and the opening of the container for 2019 as it emerges in the coming days. We thank you for this new beginning and your presence in the circle. And Guardians of the South, element of fire, guide us through transformation this evening. Help us to see a new way to support Gaia, something that not only heals her, but can heal us and each other in return. So grateful for the strength and the courage that you provide and the support that you offer. We welcome you in the circle this evening. And guides and guardians of the West, Gaia to me is so Western in terms of her energy. And guardians of the West, we give thanks to you tonight for the flow of energy, for water and its healing and restorative properties. And we give thanks for your presence and your support, the mother energy in the West. We welcome you to the circle. And guardians of the North, for your wisdom, for your strength, for your protection, for your grounding. We give so many thanks to the guardians of the North this evening. The teachers, the ascended masters are all there at higher selves. And we welcome you into the circle this evening as well. And Gaia, we hope that you just feel that circle now, embracing you. As you embrace us, so we in turn tonight seek to embrace you, support you, nourish you, ask you what you need so that we can provide. And with that, our beautiful circle is open. And now, I want you to roll your shoulders back, stay in that nice, relaxed, receptive position. And close your eyes, and I want you to imagine, and if it's helpful, imagine it in the middle of the circle that we've opened. I want you to imagine the fullness of Gaia in front of you. Imagine that you can almost put your arms around her, almost like a globe in your arms. And I want you to really take in the visual of her. I want you to see her land masses, see her bodies of water. Imagine that you're looking at her so up close, but from outside, and really appreciating the beauty. There's a symmetry, there's a balance to Gaia. If you really look closely at the details of her landscape, there's such a divine architecture there, and really just appreciating it for a moment. And as you're taking her in and sort of looking at each landmass, recognizing the beauty of your own and all of those that are not yours as well, it's amazing because when you look at Gaia this way, you really do recognize on a deep fundamental level how connected we all are. Right? When you're looking at Gaia this way, there's really no way to be judgmental or prejudiced, because from that, that elevated view, there's so much similarity and beauty and so much patterning and so much connection across Gaia. Her landmasses all look different, but then there's also a symmetry to them as well. And you start to see how the flow of energy works across her, and I think it helps you to see how similar we all are, no matter where we live on this beautiful planet. So I want you, from this elevated place, heart-opened place, from here, I want you to bring into your mind's eye the commitment that you are willing to make this evening. What is the one thing that you can commit to tonight, knowing what you know now, using what you have from where you are, using what you know, so nothing has to change? What commitment can you make tonight to be a bolder, more efficient, more effective steward of Gaia, a caretaker of her, a mother? I like to think of myself as a mother back to her. What can you do to mother her in a way that you're not right now, but that doesn't require anything to change for you? Sometimes we create excuses when we start saying, well, I would need to do this first, or I would need to do that first. It's like, what could you do right now? And again, it can be very simple. It can just be committing to spending more time with animals, with children, with Gaia herself, taking better care of a local park near you, perhaps. Maybe making a donation of some kind, or just even holding her in your mind's eye with love is something that maybe you haven't done before, but maybe every morning you're going to do this exercise. That would be simple and profound enough to just do this for 10 seconds. Open your arms, imagine Gaia inside, and send her the breath of love. And then wish her a beautiful day before you begin yours. And so once you have that vision of whatever that is going to be, I want you to open your eyes. I want you to bring your attention to your candle. We are going to light this candle and extinguish it together, sending up images and prayers for our commitments to Gaia in the year ahead. So I want you to light your candle. And now go back to that image of what you're going to be doing. I'm going to start with the one I'm recommending, which is that every morning I'm going to wake up and I'm going to bless Gaia before I bless myself or my family or anybody else. I'm going to bless Gaia first. And then all the other things you can do to support her, right? And so I want you to gaze at that flame for a moment. This, element of fire is transformation, and you're creating a change right now, even if it's just a change in a habit. Element of fire really gives you the strength and the stamina and the focus to activate that change. So I want you to gaze into that flame, and I want you to imagine this happening every morning. Imagine your alarm going off if that's the one you're doing, and imagine opening your arms and blessing her and looking out the window. Or if you're going to be spending more time with people in your community, or more time with your family, or more time caretaking Gaia somewhere out in nature, or more time teaching about nature. Maybe you're a teacher and you need to share more information about Gaia to support her, a donation that you're going to make. Just crystallize that image into that flame. When you want to activate energy, the element of fire is your best friend. So that's what we're doing right now. We're really strengthening the vibration of that commitment that you're making, imagining it strong and pure and focused. And now all together, I want you to raise your candle. Gaia, we commit to this tonight. We commit to blessing you. We commit to, you can speak whatever your commitment is. We commit to loving you more deeply and stewarding you better, because there's always room for us to grow and improve, and your love is so deep for us, it's the least we can do. And so as we extinguish these candles together on 3, we are sending up a tidal wave of support to you, Gaia, that we know you will feel, and that all of your children will feel too. So together now on 1, 2, 3. Watching that smoke rise, how exciting it is. This wave of energy that we have raised to support you, Gaia. And so I want you to imagine now, just like the visual in your art, just like that seed of life, I want you to imagine all of those commitments and those blessings. I want you to imagine them webbing up from all sides of the planet. That yours are connecting to mine, and that hers are connecting to his, and that all of us are webbing into each other's commitments tonight. As I read the invocation. As I invoke the healing powers of Gaia, I feel her warmth and magic in my skin and eyes. I am her child, her creation. I am beautiful because I embody her magnificence. I send my words and thoughts of love and kindness into the universe as I manifest health and sustainability for our mother planet. I willfully radiate her blessings every moment of every day, so my positive energy will grow and thrive and nurture others. And together we say, Amen, Aho, and so it is. And so the last step of this beautiful ritual, which I hope you have enjoyed, the last step of this ritual is that we are going to receive a blessing back from Gaia this evening. And I want you to take your stones, whichever stones you would like to be blessed with this universal earth energy. I'm going to choose my Bloodstone, my Moss Agate, and my Tanzanite, but you can choose whichever of yours are asking for this particular energy tonight. And if there's other pieces, if you have jewelry, I always think of charging my talismans, and I think I always just do, because I always have them on. But if you have jewelry that you want to charge with this energy, we're going to be calling in blessings of stability, and blessings of strength, and blessings of beauty. And so wherever in your life you can use those blessings, those are the tools that you should go and get now, so that you can hold them in ceremony with me. And so Gaia, we have blessed you this evening with such love. We come humbly before you and request a blessing in return. We come to you, Gaia, for strength, for resilience, and for beauty. We come to you for that stability, that resilience, that encouragement that we need. And you're so powerful in that way, Gaia, the way you ground us, the way you remind us of what matters, the way you remind us of what is true, what is unchanging. Your trees remind us of that. Everything in nature reminds us of that truth. And then we also call upon you for your strength and your protection, Gaia. We ask that the homes, especially homes of those in our community whose homes have been touched by tragedy, fire this year, flooding this year of any kind, we ask for protection of home spaces. We ask for your strength. And then last but not least, we ask for your beauty. We ask to not only see your beauty, but appreciate your beauty. Give us opportunities, Gaia, to be blessed by the beauty that surrounds us. Remind us of your flowers and your fruits and your crystals and your minerals and your gems and your trees, your oceans and your beautiful waterways, your gentle breezes, the clouds above us. Remind us, Gaia, to see the beauty in every moment. Teach us how to see more of the beauty in each other, Gaia. Teach us how to see more of the beauty in your creatures, your small creatures, your big creatures. Teach us to see the beauty in you so that we treat you more gently, we walk more gently on this earth. Teach us how to be in good relationship with you, using your resources wisely and with gratitude, gently. Teach us how to give more than we receive. Teach us that that's okay, especially when it comes to you. Teach us how to be in an ongoing state of embodied gratitude, where you model that so beautifully for us, Gaia. We ask for these blessings to be captured in the crystals that we are holding now. Crystals are such good transmitters of your magic, Gaia, and we thank you for them. Thank you for our ability to use them, to work with them, to be good companions to them, to be good keepers of their wisdom and their magic and their medicine too. Thank you for lending them to us. Thank you for showing us where they need to go and when and to whom. And so as these tools hold the energy of this blessing, let us carry them with us in gratitude, in beauty, in strength, in stability, in protection, in resilience, in all of the gifts of Gaia herself. Aho, and so it is. These are some pretty blessed crystals you are holding in your hands now, my friend. Use them well. Use them in service to the work that we are doing. And so just to seal the beauty and the blessing of this experience, I'm going to take the Gaia Mist. Hopefully you love that too. That was one of my favorites. This is sandalwood and rose, beautiful natural essences. And so one spray, one mist in each of the 4 directions to anchor the energy of the circle, just smoothing that through. And then a smudge to seal the circle. I smudged twice before I started our ceremony today, so this is my 3rd smudge of our space. Just over and through, sealing it 3 times. Thank you, Gaia, for the medicine of your Palo Santo, for your healing smudge. And so returning to that receptive position, letting the energy of the circle unwind now, counterclockwise back around the circle as we release the energy of our ceremony this evening. Whew. Guides and guardians of the Northern Gateway, we thank you for attending us, for offering your presence, your grounding, your magic, your wisdom. We release you with so much gratitude from the circle this evening. And guardians of the West, thank you so much for the beautiful renewal, the flow of energy this evening, the capacity to help and hold and heal Gaia with such deep intention. Thank you for your presence in the circle this evening. Guardians of the South, element of fire, thank you for transformation. Thank you for change tonight. Thank you for helping us embrace a new way of being, a new way of relating, a new way of being in relationship with Gaia, to understand her better, to hear her more clearly, to support her and nurture her more fully. We release you from the circle this evening. And guardians of the East, thank you for this new beginning. Thank you for the new year that is about to begin. Thank you for the blessing of this beautiful full Cancer moon to remind us of the power of love, to heal, to transform. We release you with so much gratitude. All guardians released from the circle this evening with love. And Gaia, we release you too from our embrace. Thank you for allowing us to be in your service. Thank you for allowing us to steward you. Thank you for allowing us to work with you, alongside you, learn with you, grow with you, expand with you, breathe with you. Aho. And so with that, I want to wish you a beautiful full moon. If you haven't already, take your crystals outside. Let them soak up some of that beautiful last full moon lunar light of this incredible year. I hope 2018 has been blessed for you. Would love to see you take some time tonight under the full moon to journal a little bit about where your challenges lie now. What is ahead for you in 2019? Where do you need to develop and grow? And then what did you really soar with this year? You know, what dreams did you make come true? What new experiences happened because of you? What new doorways were opened because you're here? What visions, what intentions did you set last year that came to fruition in 2018? You know, looking at the both and is always the medicine of Yule, because Yule is about recognizing that even in the darkest of times, there is always light, right? Even on the darkest of nights, the next day the sun returns. And so it's good to look at the whole year, especially at the full moon, and say, what came to fruition? The way I wanted it to and the way I didn't want to, maybe. And what can I learn from both? You know, what was the medicine of all of those experiences? Would love to see you journal and kind of focus on that this evening. Maybe light your candle again and invite Gaia into the space. She's always happy to be a guest at your party. We love you, Gaia. And we love you too. Thank you so much for being here this year. I wish you and your family and loved ones a beautiful rest of the holiday season, a Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. And I will look forward to seeing you very soon, and definitely in the new year. Take care, everybody. See you soon.